Hello Targar friends, hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here and it's time for another Orc Mode workout. And today was max effort bench press day and I decided to do something different. I got a terrible night's sleep last night. I woke up at like 3:30 this morning and couldn't fall back asleep. So I'm like, you know what, I'm feeling fatigued. Let me go ahead and see where my actual max bench is, like my straight up pause bench when I'm tired, and let's see if I can PR or what's going to happen. And I missed it. I actually missed my PR attempt. But the thing is, it's interesting is that it was a valuable tool for me. Like I got up here, I tried the 340, because the last time when I did the 335, it was at the end of a deload. If you guys go check the training log, you'll notice I had a deload week the week before, came back fresh in terms of max effort work, came in, hit a 335 real clean and easy, right? It went well. So we've got that up there to see. And today I felt bad. So I'm like, I wonder if I can get it, right? I've gotten stronger on some of my pressing. Let's see if I can get it. And I missed it. And it let me really assess where I'm at because I went back to bed. I went back to bed for an hour, came back and crushed my accessory work. But before doing it, I went and looked at the footage and said, okay, let's see what's going on because it just slowed down mid-lift. So it's mid-lift bench weakness. And that's interesting because it felt good off the chest and actually popped off the chest really well. So my issue is driving through. My issue is kind of that midpoint. And what do we know about that when we go look at strength curves? Like the incline bench, for example, is one of the best accessories for people who stick right there. It's one of them. I'm weak on the incline. So that's really fascinating. When I actually miss a bench press and we look where I miss it, I need that upper chest strength. I need the way that the delts get recruited with the upper chest and everything together. I need to get better at following through and grinding because if you watch it, here we go, we come down, press, look how far I get off the chest before it slows, right? So it's a valuable tool. Now, people say, well, what are you going to do to get around it? Well, I'm going to train my ass off. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to attempt another bench press until I know I can PR, which means we carefully measure the bottoms of all of my accommodating resistance, right? So I'm actually going to use my fish scales and everything, digital fish scale, and I'm going to check band tensions and chains and whatever I have to do to make sure that I can get a pause bench with 340 off the chest, then accommodating resistance to lockout. When we get there, we know that I'm strong enough to set a PR, come back and do it again. But what was fascinating to me is that I said, okay, I need to come in and really work this incline. I wonder if I just drop the reps a little bit and do more sets, if I can do the 225 with a pause. Because I've been doing like 185 for sets of 10, and I just get so burned out. So I'm like, let me see if I can do something like a 6x6. And sure enough, I did. Now, I didn't pause that one rep, and then I paused after that. A lot of these, I'm seating it hard on the last one and letting it sit there. So at 225, after getting an hour of sleep and coming back fresh, 6 sets of 6, okay? That gives me a real good baseline on that incline. I need to increase that. I probably need to get to where I'm doing 275 for sets of 5 or 6, right? That's realistically where the incline needs to be. Eventually, we need to be repping 315, but that's way, way in the future. So start working this up, right? Start working it up. And I'm going to see how it goes after doing speed work later this week. So I'm going to be making some adjustments in my speed work, and we'll talk about that later also. I'm hoping I get my extra bands in time because I need more band tension for certain stuff with the speed work, and I have more chains on the way. So I'm kind of waiting on some of that stuff. But make some changes in that and see if we can keep progressing on the incline. And also it shows me that maybe I need a little bit longer of a break and not just jumping straight into my incline immediately after benching. You know, maybe go take 15, 20 minutes and just chill, right? It might be a good idea because that hour of sleep, I came back and just hit these. I crushed them, right? This is the best I've done on incline in terms of total reps with this sort of weight in one workout. It's the most I've done. So we need to increase that. I need to work on it. I need to bring that area up because I'm now at the point to where I am seeing some of the chest weaknesses. And when we get to the JM presses, you guys will see what I mean. I hit my target goals today. So when I get over to the JM press, you'll see what I mean. I ended up getting up to full plate aside. Now, I felt like on the last set, maybe I wasn't quite bringing it to the ideal point. But the point is the JM press is getting stronger. The incline's doing better. So I need to hammer all these accessories. We need to come in and really work on all this stuff carefully on the bench, and I need to keep bringing it up. Because in some ways, even though I was fatigued, I was hoping I'd come in and hit that, right? Because what we PR'd the floor press. And I think what that tells me also, to give me a real good baseline, is that at any given time, at least for now, till something changes in my strength curve, I probably can't bench more than about 10 pounds more than I can floor press. So if I go through and test a floor press, realistically, I probably can't do more than about 10 pounds more than whenever I floor press on a flat bench. And the same thing with the accommodating resistance. And this is why you got to be very careful when people start estimating their maxes off of accommodating resistance, like bands and things like that. You are probably at least 95% of your 1 rep max off whatever you can hit off the bottom. So, for example, if you're doing 300 off the bottom and 400 at the lockout, odds are your max bench is no more than 310, right? Because the bottom's the hardest part. So I'm going to need to very, very carefully watch that. Now, I went to do these, and I did this set with, like, what, 132 and a half. I bumped it a little bit. Or is it 127 and a half? I lost track. I think it was 130. Yeah, it was 130. And I'm like, that was really easy. Set of 8. Because I was going to do it to 130 and then do several sets of 8. Like, let me just go ahead and bump it to a full plate aside. Let me just do the 135. And let me see if I can get 8. I did 10. I'm like, okay, so what just happened here? Taking a nap because I was sleep fatigued and sleep deprived this morning after benching. Taking a 1 hour nap, and then I'm this strong on all my accessories. It's like, wow, okay. At least these are all going up. And that's also interesting because I missed a bench. Missed a bench. And that little bit of break made such a difference. And I apologize for some of the noise in the background, guys. I really do. But, I've got to get this voiceovers done. If I don't get this recorded at some point, this is not going to be up to date. Then it won't be current. But, again, the JM presses I'm happy with. I felt like the last set I started getting a little sloppy as far as getting it directly over my face. And that was because I was getting tired with this new weight. But I've hit my goal weight on this, so then I need to assess what I need to do from here. Do I need to go to a skull crusher or something? Or should I keep doing the JM presses? But the funny part is like when you guys see me doing these laterals in a minute, I'm laughing. Like, the people who don't follow this, and I finally just said everything I've been saying in these videos about what I'm doing with recomping, people are freaking out saying, oh, you're not going to be able to make progress. And then the people who watch this realize that I'm actually very, very slowly getting leaner at the same body weight. Very slowly, while slowly gaining strength. So it actually is working. But people who don't watch this don't realize that, and they don't realize that that's what I've been doing all this time. That's the funniest part. So it's like people act like it's such a big deal that when I actually give an update, that it's not the same information that I put in the actual training blogs. Just a fascinating phenomenon. Those of you who watch this regularly, you know what I'm talking about. Like, go read the comments in my cutting and everything update, and people are acting so shocked, and they're acting like I've abandoned or changed something that I've been doing the entire year in here. So you guys will get a kick out of that, and only the people who really watch these are going to hear this part because you guys stay late into the videos. And it's just fascinating. Like, people are acting like, oh, it's not going to work right there. Look, yeah, okay, come on, guys. I'm totally not lost a single drop of body fat. And I'm by no means ripped. I'm by no means super lean. But I think it's fair to say that I am successfully, very slowly, but successfully recomping. And again, we know I'm going to get to the lower body fat over time. The plan is working overall. And it's hard. I mean, gaining strength can be really hard when you're doing this. But I'm going to make it work. The increased training volume, the correct accessories, getting the programming down, making sure my protein stays really high, and that I am at maintenance instead of, having issues with too much fluctuation in calories. Making it all work. It's got to make the whole thing work. And it is. We're making progress. It's just not going to be as fast as some people are used to, because people are used to everyone they follow on YouTube blasting a shitload of gear while claiming natty. That's how they pull off these fast transformations. But welcome to reality, guys. It takes months and months to recomp any significant amount. If you're not going to blast a bunch of gear, you're an advanced lifter, right? But you know what? I think this is the way to do it. It's the way to teach it. It's the way to go forward. So I'm just going to keep it up. All right, guys, these sirens are driving me crazy. I need to finish this video out, even though I've had to start it like 10 times because of all the sirens in the background. So I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.